The story begins in America. A stray dog is wandering the streets, looking for food because he hasn't eaten in days. Somehow, he manages to steal a bone from a chicken shop, but while running away, he bumps into a man, drops the bone, and loses in the crowd. The dog is heartbroken. Just then, a group of army soldiers marches past. One of the soldiers, named Robert, sees the sad dog and offers him a biscuit. The dog happily eats it and starts following Robert. We're then shown a flashback from World War II, where the French and British armies were fighting against Germany. The U.S. had joined the war too, determined to defeat Germany. So, the U.S. began training young citizens for military service. Back in the present, the dog follows Robert to the army training ground. Robert goes inside the camp, and the dog sneaks in through a broken wall. Following the smell of food, he enters the kitchen. But before he can eat anything, a chef sees him and chases him out. Running out, the dog bumps into Robert again and is thrilled to see him. Robert tries to talk to the dog, but has no food left to give. Still, the dog doesn't want to leave his side. Later, a senior officer notices the dog and likes him. He tells Robert to give the dog something to eat after training. When training is over, Robert takes the dog to the canteen and feeds him. Robert's friends warn him that if the colonel sees a dog, they'll all get in trouble. The next day, during training, the dog sticks close to Robert and has a great time. The officers notice that the dog isn't afraid of gunfire and understands commands quickly. They realize this dog is special and could be useful in the military. That night, Robert plays with the dog and even starts teaching him human commands. The dog is given a name, Stubby. The next day, the colonel visits the camp. Stubby sees everyone saluting the colonel, so he salutes too. The colonel is impressed and allows Stubby to stay in the camp. Stubby becomes everyone's favorite and even starts following military orders. Then comes the day when Robert and his team are sent to the battlefield. Their unit is named the Yankee Division. The colonel tells Robert to leave Stubby behind to help with training the new troops. Robert is heartbroken, but has no choice. Before leaving, he gives Stubby a final treat and tells him to stay strong. After Robert leaves, Stubby manages to break free and follows Robertson all the way to the train and hides inside. When the soldiers board the ship, Stubby sneaks into a box and gets loaded onto the same ship. That night, Stubby finds Robert on the ship. Robert is shocked but happy to see him. His friend Olson warns that if the general finds out, they'll be in big trouble. They try to hide Stubby, but he accidentally runs into the general. But instead of getting angry, the general is amazed when Stubby salutes him and even picks up his dropped cap. The general is so impressed that he officially makes Stubby a part of Robert's unit. Stubby gets a name tag and becomes an official military dog. The team is then sent to France, where the British and French forces are fighting the Germans. The German army is tough, and during one of the attacks, many soldiers get trapped in the rubble. Stubby bravely searches through the debris and rescues many of them. Everyone is amazed by his bravery, and he becomes a hero of the unit. Robert later meets a soldier named Gaston, and they become close friends. One day while on patrol, they spot German soldiers planning a poison gas attack. While escaping to warn the others, a German soldier tries to shoot Robert. Stubby jumps in and pushes him aside, saving his life. Stubby rushes back to camp and alerts the soldiers by grabbing a gas mask and running around barking. The soldiers understand and quickly wear their masks just in time to avoid the gas. Stubby even runs to a nearby village and warns the people there too. Thanks to him, everyone is safe. The villagers start calling him a hero. Later, the captain informs that one soldier is missing. Stubby uses his strong sense of hearing to track him down and helps rescue him from enemy fire. Before moving to the next mission, a village woman gives Stubby a handmade jacket, and Gaston gives him a proper gas mask. In the final battle, the American and French armies face the Germans in a tough fight. Stubby bravely helps by distracting German soldiers and saving lives. But while saving a soldier from a grenade, Stubby gets hurt. Robert rushes him to the camp, and the doctor sends Stubby to a hospital. Robert is devastated to be separated from him. Meanwhile, Stubby, still recovering, decides to find Robert. Even though his leg is injured, he keeps going and finally reaches Robert. Seeing him makes Robert happy again, and he recovers from his own illness faster. During their vacation, Robert, Stubby, and friends go to Paris and have a great time. Stubby becomes famous all over the world for his bravery. Stubby even helps catch a spy and gets promoted to a higher rank. Robert is also promoted. They take a unit photo that becomes one of the most famous war photos ever because it's all based on a true story. At the end of the war, the soldiers return home. At the port, a huge crowd is waiting to welcome Stubby, now a national hero. He is honored like a true soldier. A famous photo of him is taken, and it becomes an iconic image in history. Stubby, a stray street dog, became a legend who helped save lives and served bravely in World War I.